also. All right, we have Art, Ron, Todd, and Darius. We have 4 of 5 board members. So, board, would you like to go ahead and convene and start the meeting?
Yes, please.
Okay, would you like us to facilitate your meeting this evening?
Would you please do that, Harmon?
Very good, I will. For homeowners benefit, my name is Harmon Cadis. I'm with Focus HOA Management, and Meredith Koberman is with us. She's also with Focus HOA Management. We're your 2 kind of co-managers that help manage your association. So you can always contact us individually or separately, or phone or email, whatever you like. But we'll go ahead and do your meeting. So we're going to convene here at 6:04 p.m. We have quorum. The minutes are on the board from the last meeting of April 6th. These were in your packet previously distributed, and they're on the screen if you'd like to make any edits or additions or deletions to those. Review those, and we'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Any further board discussion on the motion? Any homeowner discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any sustains or nays? Hearing none, that's unanimous. For any homeowners that have not been to a Zoom meeting with us before, that's the normal process of a motion. We will always during that motion, the motion's made, seconded, board discusses, there always will be an opportunity for homeowners to make a comment about that motion before the vote. We'll keep it to 3 minutes or so if there is a lot of discussion on a motion. And I will pause and looking at the screen to see if anybody wants to speak, hands up, or unmute yourself and talk. So there's kind of the house rules. Very good. So we'll go back here, financial report. We did include March and April in your financials. Board, would you like me to review your April financials with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll go down to the April financials. So these are on the screen for benefit of the homeowners. I'll go through these, and then I'll ask for any questions from the board, and I'll also ask if homeowners have any questions on the financials. So this is our balance sheet for April 30th. We had $157,267 in our checking account. We have a money market and a Capital One savings and Alaris. We have another homeowner, DJ, asked for recording, so you're approved to record, DJ. $250,000 in the CD that we opened recently, so that's really good. And we have an Alaris money market at $317. So total reserves of $624,897. AR assessments. This is money owed in assessments by homeowners of $11,406. And then we have other receivables of late fees and legal and collection and fines and various other things at $13,136. We have some accounts payable. It's a negative number, which is weird for a balance sheet, but those are actually some refunds we received that were booked in that month. And then a prepaid assessments. Prepaid, exactly what it sounds like. It's money paid in advance by homeowners for assessments of $30,749. No big real surprises here, and month-to-month changes in your balance sheet. We do have P&Ls. So your P&L or income statement for the month of April. I like to look at the year-to-date versus budget. So if we go on year-to-date versus budget on your income, we're $62,383 ahead. And that is, as we discussed, I think before, there were some timing issues in income reimbursement from insurance. So it was booked in 22 and we received in 23 because we have accrual books. So 49, that's 45,879. So don't get too excited that we have an extra $45,000, but we are above budget, in some areas, some reverse. Actually, the budget's not even showing up in this, because it's in April. So April, is a off month of quarterly. So, and we don't budget for these other incomes. So we're above budget for income. That's good. On our expenses, on our common expenses, we have a significant budget over that, and in the $14,000 that was spent previously on the park area. So it says sport course, but it's money spent on the parks. Community, a little above budget there by $39,000. These were in legal fees. Your insurance came in right where it should be, 413 over, very close to budget when we know what the up was going to be or the increase for the year. So we came in pretty good on that. Landscape, we're under budget in landscaping. Now this is operations, not the projects, by 11,000. So you can see we haven't done tree pruning yet on this budget, and we do have it on a per month basis. That's the random tree pruning, not the project based. We did remove some trees, landscape other. This is for areas that are not covered in the categories of the tree pruning and the irrigation. So this is special weed treatment or special other areas that we may need. And we haven't spent that money yet. So that's a good thing. And irrigation is below budget, which is always also nice to see irrigation repairs below budget. And operations, we are a little over budget by $4,600. So somebody's, I'm going to ask you to mute yourselves if you're not a board member, please. We keep the noise to a minimum. So 4,600. And you can see that was in collection charges, which are not budgeted for, but there's an offsetting income. And you can see down here that in clerical, there is an offsetting income for clerical. Clerical's where our mass mailings hit also when we send out mailings for the board meetings and annual meetings, etc. So that is a little above, but we do have 6,000 for the budget, and it is a flat, so it's a timing issue also. Repair maintenance. We had some signs put in. So this is an expense for the repair of the monument sign, and some of that 40,000 plus that I showed you on other income is the offset for the expense of the monument sign that was hit by the car. So that was fully paid by insurance. Reserves, 33,200. I know it's right on budget, but I want to point out that we have moved 33,200 from operations to reserve year to date for the first 4 months. And electric was a hair above income by 250, and water is a quarterly number, and it did not hit for that quarter yet. We pay at the end of the quarter. So overall, we're a little bit high on expenses by 11,000, but because we have that extra income, it does show that we're 51,000 net good to budget. So that's kind of the overall view. Board, do you have any questions about the financials?
No.
Okay, does any homeowner have a question about the financials? Okay, hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to accept the financials for April 30.
I motion.
I second.
Any further board discussion on the motion?
I'm sorry, who seconded?
Kevin,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Very good. Yeah, I know your voices. She doesn't know your voices yet. And she's taking our minutes for us. Thank you, Meredith.
You're welcome.
Any further board discussion? Any homeowner discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays or abstains? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Thank you, board. Okay, we have a couple, well, we have old business, new business. What under that category, we have a couple of estimates for landscaping bids that Meredith has gotten for you. So I'm going to pull those up. And they are way down here somewhere. I think that's one
There's
of them.
the first one.
Okay, there you go, Meredith. Why don't you go through that with us for the board? They requested this.
Sure. Gary sent these to me about a week ago. This is to deliver and install 1-inch screen Santa Fe gold granite, 1 inch deep along all 4 medians along Warner.
So this is the Center Islands, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is to include materials labor reveals dug when necessary to ensure a level granite install with adjoining surface and delivery charges. And the total cost is $17,774.22.
Board, you asked Gary for this proposal so we can get the medians done. Do you have any discussion on this, or how would you like to act?
Just so the board knows, when they did, or do you mind if I say it? You want
No,
to?
somebody just needs to mention that why we're approving this separate.
When they did the measurement, they didn't realize that the median on Warner Road belongs to the HOA. Is part of the HOA. So it came as a separate bid to us. So what Gary did is he took it, is it Don that does rock shooters?
Correct.
He took the information, he did all the adjustment, what's necessary. What they will do is, I believe, I don't know if this is on this, but they will remove some of the trees that are overgrown and replant.
That's the next bid.
That's the next, okay. So what they will do is they just need to resurface the rocks over there. That was not included at the last bid, at last month's bid.
Okay, board, what would you like to do?
I make a motion that we approve this bid.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any further board discussion on the motion? Any homeowner discussion on the motion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstain? Hearing none, it passes unanimously. Thank you. The next estimate is for what you started to talk about. Again, median and trees.
Yeah, but there are 4 trees that are overgrown, and Town of Gilbert, if some of you will experience this, they're going after HOAs and homeowners now. I got a ticket today. They want to make sure the trees are well trimmed. Part of it is the fire department. They want to make sure there's that clearance of 10 foot or above. And we have 4 trees that are overgrown. They really don't belong in that median. What we like to do is replace those 4 plus a couple of plants and replace them with olive trees is what is there right now. And some plants, I don't know if that's included in there, but that's
Yeah, there are the
grinding.
the removal of the trees and the box trees are in here. There's
I'm
no
planning
plants in this one.
8 box trees, yes.
Right.
There's a lot of gaps over there, so we're going to fill all of that as well. So we have a complete community. We'd be all done with that. I motion to approve it. I don't know if I should or not.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Kevin. Any further board discussion on the motion? Any?
One
Yeah,
one
please.
point is that this work will be done after the temperature breaks in August or September. It's not going to happen in the heat where we have to fight to keep the trees alive.
Yeah, we missed the planting window. So this will be in end of summer,
End of
or
summer,
beginning of fall.
October, something.
Okay.
When they close the street to do the rocks, we will remove those 4 trees, but then we will replace the new ones in fall.
Okay, we'll note that. Any homeowner discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstain? Hearing none, all that is unanimous. Thank you. Okay. Go for control on Reseda and Warner. So Meredith, why don't you take us through that one?
I got an email from a homeowner who was complaining about gophers or prairie dogs at the corner of Reseda and Warner. So I asked our pest control company for a bid, and they recommend 3 half-hour treatments at $75 a piece to get rid of the gophers.
And here's that email for that.
So this is a common area where they're at?
Yes, sir.
That's south of Warner or north?
Reseda, the corner of Reseda and Warner.
Okay.
So it must be on the north side then. Right?
Is that northeast or northwest corner?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, Reseda has northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, but yeah, is on the south side, there's the golf course. And I wonder, they're treating it and they're coming our way, but there we go.
I'm putting a map up. So this is the intersection of Greenfield and Reseda.
Warner.
I'm sorry, Warner. Yeah, they're parallel. They can't intersect. So Greenfield and Warner.
I think it's also well,
they call it Ruby on the map, but the sign says Reseda.
okay, I'm lost.
Yeah. So here's the park, at the T.
Yeah.
So we call the street Reseda, although Google says it's Ruby. The sign I see on that road is Reseda, and there's no addresses on that road, so it's Reseda.
That is Reseda. Ruby is the street to the left. That goes.
So Google Maps has it wrong. This is Ruby over here.
No,
It says Ruby Place.
This is Ruby
yeah.
Street, and that's Ruby Place.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Ruby Street on some other city map. But here's the 4 corners.
Yes.
Okay, well.
So is the exterminator going to know which corner to go to?
Yeah, they went out and looked at them before they provided me the estimate.
Okay,
So
good.
you just don't know. They didn't put in the estimate what
They
corner
didn't
it
put in the
is.
estimate which corner.
All right. I think we need to find out exactly where this is so we can look at it and measure it before we ask you for approval.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's, I would assume that it's getting tore up. Is it,
It should
did you
be
see,
visible.
who was it, a homeowner, Meredith, that contacted you?
Yes, sir. And the email's in the package.
Oh, yeah. But you couldn't attach the pictures, right? Because you said it was too large.
Yeah, the Daniel.
Not those pictures. He didn't send me a picture. He just said that it was at Reseda and Warner.
You said the corner of
Oh.
Reseda Warner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at that low of a price, I would just say, let's just approve it and let them do it. If they know which corner it is, and anybody who's interested can go visit the corner and see for themselves.
I second that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, we have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Any homeowner discussion on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's taken care of. All right, we have a discussion. We've had this before on short-term rentals. So just to start off that discussion, the CCNRs are silent for the community on short-term rentals. So there is no restriction on short-term rentals.
Yeah, Harmon, I thought we determined this wasn't an HOA issue. This is a police issue.
It is not, but it showed up on the agenda again. I'm not 100% sure why. Meredith, what did a homeowner?
Aaron requested that I put it on. I'm sorry, Art requested I put it on the agenda. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, Art. Go ahead.
It's just we're getting comments in the open discussions at our meetings that isn't there something we can do? And yeah, it is actually a city issue because there's really nothing we can do we can't rewrite our CCNRs, at least probably not successfully. I think that it might be time for us to maybe poll other associations, see if they're having problems, and maybe have 2 or 3 of the associations approach the city council in open meeting and state our case.
That's a
That
good idea.
was my intention, was just to have the discussion.
Okay. Board?
I like that idea.
Yeah,
My
we
my personal opinion would be that we should stay out of it because this is like a lose-lose situation. I mean, it's got to be a town ordinance, or I think we're setting ourselves up for failure. My opinion.
that's my point, is that we need to approach the town and tell them that that their voting and tax-paying citizens are becoming more and more concerned about an issue, and let them hopefully take it over. We can't do anything, no.
So are you saying, Art, we should like, I'm not following what you're saying on that.
I'm saying maybe we could have Harmon in his many free hours write a form letter to some adjacent HOAs and say, hey, is this a problem? Is it time for us to approach the city council as a group? And if they say, no, it's not, then again, I agree with you, Todd. There's not really much we can do.
I like the idea of contacting the town of Gilbert and asking them, you know, what we can do, what can be done, what can't be done. And if we run into a brick wall, so be it, but let's at least try.
Okay.
We'll do some investigation for you and report back. I think that's the next step we can take for you. Contact the city and say, how do we go about addressing the concerns to the city, to the town of the association. We have another very large association in the town of Gilbert also that does have similar concerns. So that's just under our management. And there are many, many HOAs in the town of Gilbert. So I don't think I need a board vote, but if that's what you'd like to do, we'll do some investigation, report back.
Yeah, just see if it's time for representatives of 2 or 3 of the associations to approach the council, get on the agenda, and state our concerns. I can go. It's
All right, we'll take that on and report back of other neighborly HOAs that may want to join that and see what the approach would be and let you know.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
very good. Confirm next meeting. Meredith, what you got on the calendar?
If you could, I don't know. Hold on just a moment. Let me take a look. We're 2 months.
We're going to be in the middle of summer.
August 24th looks good.
Let's see here.
August 24th is a open date if you would like to do August 24th.
Why don't we plan that?
Okay.
Works for me.
Works for me.
August 24th it is. I'm entering it in the calendar now. Okay, very good. There's a missing agenda item that we always have on the agenda, so I'll take that as a error on our part, and I'll apologize, but it's not an action voting item, so I don't think there's an issue of it of including it, but it's homeowners forum. So if we have a homeowner that would like to bring up a future agenda item or would like to say something to the board, please raise your hand or speak up and be recognized. And I don't see anybody. Anybody? Going once? Twice? All right. Board, if there's nothing further on the agenda, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make an emotion that we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay, any further board discussion on the motion? Any homeowner discussion on the motion? Seeing none or hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or assents, or excuse me, abstains? Hearing none, that passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Homeowners, thank you very much for attending. As always, feel free to call our office or email us if we can help you in any way. And I'll ask everybody to log out because we're going to go into a executive meeting under statute 33-1804C 12345. A 12345.